As you already see, left side of bracket. I think this is Midwest. Ah, oh my gosh, Houston. Bro, Houston, bro. Houston, I feel like I want to pick Houston to win the Natty. Bro, to me, Houston is like, they're that team. The Sasser injury puts a little bit of on it, a little bit like, I don't know. But I think if they can get out the first weekend, bro gets a whole week to let his groin heal. I've dealt with groin injuries, they suck. Um, but I think if he can get out the first week, if they can get out the first weekend, they make it to Sweet 16. I think it's chalk. I think it's chalk. Like, I mean, if you look at the one seed, you look in Houston, this region, I think this is easily the worst region. I think this is easily, in terms of the top seeds, like on the left side, you can't see it. But I mean, you had Bama, Arizona, Baylor, you had Virginia, you had like NC State, like West Virginia, even. Like, I think Creighton is in there. I mean, I'm looking at this and Houston, I mean, who do they have to beat realistically? Texas? I mean, every team has to beat a hard team to make it to the champ, but like, they have to beat Texas, and that's the one hard game I think they play. But they have a great defense. It's a ridiculous defense. I don't think Sasser impacts the defense. Like, if you have a great team defense, and as long as your rim protector, in my opinion, your rim protector doesn't get hurt, the entire defense is going to be great. That's just the way it is. If you have an elite defense, and like let's say your best perimeter player doesn't play, or your best rim player doesn't play, then it drops off to maybe a good defense or a great defense. But like, you will never go from elite defense, one player gets hurt, to a bad defense. That can happen with offenses. You can have a great elite, you can have a great elite offense. One player gets hurt, your offense is bad. That's just how. That's different. Defense. So I mean, I don't think they're gonna get upset. Like, I mean, Houston may not win the championship, but if they get beat by some team, it's gonna be by a team that's good or that's playing really well at that moment. They're not gonna get like they're not gonna lose to Iowa or Auburn in the second round. They're not. That's not gonna happen. Houston is too good for that. I also think they're due. I was looking and like basically one seed to win the tournament a lot. And Houston, I feel Houston's been. I gotta look up Houston's joint because Houston. I swear, Houston has been like around that. Like they've had a championship team for the last couple of years. Like they're close. Did I put college, Houston College. See, this is what I'm talking about. Obviously, they have like the rich history, but I mean, like, look, 2019. First of all, not even since 2019. If you go even back, well, that's the 80s. But like, really, these last couple of years, 2018, they're sixth seed. Obviously, lost the second round. But 2019, they're third seed. They're third seed, losing the Sweet 16. And then 2021, obviously 2020, you know what I'm saying? But then 2021, Final Four, they lost a crazy Baylor team. 2022 last year, they lost to Nova, who's a Final Four team. Like, to me, they're always in that championship conversation, and it's like they're due, they're due, and it's the Final Four is in Houston. Like, what more? The script writers are going crazy. Like, I think that it's like almost, I won't say guaranteed because nothing's guaranteed, but it's gonna be difficult to beat them. Texas, I haven't watched that much, but Texas has a lot of good wins. They're a good basketball program. I mean, to me, they're the only team. Really looking at this, I think they're the only team that can beat Houston. And first of all, you have to count on Texas even making it out, and then they also have to beat Houston. So it's like two things. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I think Houston gets out of this region, no problem. Unless, like I said, unless Texas, and we'll just throw in a wild card like Drake, because Drake, I've been told Drake is like that, so Drake might make a run. Drake might make a run. Iowa and Auburn, sorry, it doesn't really matter who wins this. Big Ten school or SEC. I'm not. We don't trust SEC schools, man. We just don't. Especially not Auburn. Auburn. I know Auburn has bad losses. I know that's a fact, bro. Why does my screen get so dark when this happens? They never beat Bama. They lost to West Virginia by three. We knew that. They lost to Kentucky by 32. They beat Northwestern by one. Lost to Memphis by nine. Yeah, I'm not really sold on this. I mean, yeah, I think Iowa just. That's the right X. Yeah, I think Iowa's just better than freaking Auburn. Miami Drake. This is the one people say a lot upset. I mean, regular season ACC champs. I don't want to pick every single 5-12 upset. You got to pick the right ones. Uh, Drake. I have not watched. They beat the top 25 team. Who was it? Mississippi State doesn't count, but whatever. Average five is 23 years old. That's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see. Bro, but man, Miami is so tough. Wait, let me see. Let me see who Drake. Let me see who Drake beat, bro. I wish they showed team stats. I feel like I get a better knowing of how nice a team is off the team stats, bro. I guess shit low key kind of cut off. I moved the bottom. No. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I think you can see it better that way. Um, so the top is the most. The top actually is the most recent. That's the oldest game. Lost to Indiana State. They beat Mississippi State, but like I said, I don't really trust any of them. Missouri State is on there. Missouri State, Murray State is on there. Bro, I feel like out of conference, you just gotta schedule better teams. They beat Wyoming, so I mean they're not dog. They beat Louisiana as another tourney team. Like they're not dog. They gotta. I mean Miami is Miami. I'm gonna go Miami here. If there's any upset, I think it's gonna be right here. Kent State Flash is another mid-major. Bro, I'm sorry. This right here, this is what I'm talking about. Kent State. Kent State. I know y'all see it. I'm gonna go look at the schedule just to show y'all what I was seeing. Now I can kind of like gouge is a team. Gauge. I can now gauge who you are as a team now, bro. I gotta have team stats pulled up somewhere. I'm not looking at Ken Palm, bro. I'm not looking at Ken Palm, bro. Oh, let me look at rank. I should have said ranks. It doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what I'm looking at. All right, I didn't ask you to do all that, bro. Anyways, this is what I really want to see. So, I mean, Northern Kentucky, what I was clapping at. Charleston, Houston. I did not know Houston only won that game by five. What was Houston doing? Gonzaga's on there too, by the way. That's what I wanted to show. They played Houston at Houston and lost by five. They lost to Charleston. So how many losses do they have total? They have six losses, and three of them were in that span of Charleston, Houston, Gonzaga. Three tourney teams and two ranked ones. They add Gonzaga. So this team is legit. Kent State is legit, and is Northern Kentucky in their conference. I don't think they're in the conference. What conference is this? This is MAC. Yeah, the Northern Kentucky is not the MAC. Yeah, and they demolished them, bro. So if you want your upset, bro, I see the team ranking. I see the team stats, bro. I don't care about all this. Oh, let me see what they're like. Okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, they're averaging 75 points a game. That's a decent amount. 12 assists. Hey, okay, yeah, I'm liking Kent State, bro. I'm liking Kent State. Let me learn the best player name. So when he cooks Indiana, I can act like I know him from day one. You can't see it. His name is Sincere Carey. Averages 18 a game, 18 and 5. Bro, Sincere Carey is so tough, bro. I've been with him I've been with him since the Pennsylvania days, since Farrell. You know what I mean? Oh, he played at Duquesne. Oh, this dude's old too. Give me, bro. This has to be. If this Indiana pulls this one off, I don't know what to tell you. That dude Jalen Hood Shafino isn't good. He's gonna be at home. He's so overrated, bro. I was literally watching him play. Who are they playing? He was playing Pickett. And I was trying to think to myself because Hood Shafino is like a lot. Like he's like that dude's playing the NBA next year type. And I'm trying to figure out what the difference is between him and Pickett. I literally think the difference is that he just looks kind of good, bro. He's like a 6'6" light skin with a fade, bro. And he has hella tats. I literally just think he like looks good, and then he like looks like the typical. He looks like an NBA player. I literally think that's the only thing that's separating them, bro. Because I'm like, bro, should Shafino is not better than him. I was saying Pittsburgh. Pitt is this is a Big 12 school, so I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because they're a Big 12 school versus an ACC school, and it's like I don't think Iowa State is good enough to where like Pitt beating them is like a crazy upset too. Is it? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they've just this is a little summary, but like they just and also Iowa by 19. But it's a Big 12 school. It's just a different brand of basketball, bro. And Pitt did not look super good in that game against Mississippi State. I did not like the way they played. And they got bit. Bro, apparently, I didn't even notice. Mississippi State is the worst 3-point shooting team in the country. I don't know if that's Power Five or just like a general statement, but they are literally one of the worst 3-point shooting teams. Had they literally played a team any better, they're gone. I mean, and it is woulda, shoulda, coulda. But I think Iowa State. A lot of people think a lot of people think Pitt can make a run. In my opinion, for them to make a run, I think Xavier right here would have to lose to Kennesaw State. I've seen them play. This could be an upset right here. I don't know if I have the balls to pick that one though. I saw them play. They look, but bro, a home game for your freaking conference title game is crazy to me. Like that's a crazy advantage. So I'm just gonna go Xavier. They don't have their best player. I'm gonna go Xavier. A&M and Penn State, like I said, SEC schools we don't trust. A&M is really good defensively, but Jalen Pickett and Penn State is just they've been hot. They've been hot, and those teams are dangerous. Texas comes out like, bro, if I'm we're done with the first round because honestly I'm not talking about Colgate. We're gonna get back to them. I'm gonna start with them, bro. Penn State and Texas. If Penn State was any better, if Penn State played any other team, I feel like they could get past Texas. I feel like they'd get the Sweet 16, bro. But bro, it's time. Pickett, bro. It's Pickett. If I hit this eye, Texas is gonna have every single advantage, so there's no point even hitting it. But I'm gonna look at it anyways. I'm gonna look at it anyways. I just want to see what is Texas's worst loss. Illinois by 7 is a pretty bad loss. I remember watching that. That was a pretty bad loss. They beat Creighton by 5. Man, sheesh. I don't know. Pickett is that guy. Pickett is that guy. They shoot a lot of threes. They could get anything could happen. Texas just came off of beating Kansas though. We're gonna have Kansas here. We're gonna have Texas. Oh man, but don't sleep if they make it out. They could. Penn State could. I just don't know if they are. Okay, we're gonna pick Penn State, bro. We're gonna pick Penn State. We're gonna pick Penn. No, we're not. We're gonna pick Texas to blow them out. Texas just blew out Kansas, bro. I'm sorry. I would say Xavier doesn't really matter, but we're gonna go Iowa State. We're gonna have a nice little Big 12 reunion. Miami, Kent State. You know what? Give me Kent State, man. I already told you about Houston. We're never gonna discuss Iowa. Houston is going, like I said. And then we're gonna have Houston over Kent State, and this is where it gets interesting. I'm just gonna pick Houston because it doesn't really matter. Um, Iowa State or Texas is tough. I don't think Iowa State has played Texas that well. To be honest, I know they played Baylor well. They basically I think they thrive. I think they technically beat Baylor 3 times, but I don't know if they played Texas that well. I don't know if they played Texas that well. Oh wow, they beat you. Yeah, they suck though. So they did beat Texas by 11. They also lost to them by 18 recently. So I mean, it could go both ways. It could go both ways. I don't know which way it's gonna go. But for the sake of it, we got to be different here, and they're gonna lose the next round anyway. So we're gonna pick Iowa State. But if Iowa State loses this early, we're screwed. And then yeah, like I said, so that's just gonna wrap it up for that region. That's the Midwest. So far my final four, I have number 1 seed Houston, number 3 seed Baylor. If I just pick, if I pick another like 1 or 2 seed, I might just have Maryland win, just to have that 8 seed in there, because it's got to be something crazy, right? It's got to be something crazy.